Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about sugar, and it's shocking how sugar has been normalized. Everything that you buy has sugar in it, and like one of my friends bought roasted chicken from the supermarket, and the third ingredient was sugar. I pointed it out to him. He was surprised. He said, "Why?" Now, have you ever asked yourself why there's sugar in everything? Sugar is just put there to manipulate our palate because they know sugar is sweet. But here's the thing, sugar is one of the worst things for us. Sugar is one thing that is killing all of us. Obesity, type 2 diabetes, arterial cirrhosis, and we talk about strokes, all these conditions, all these metabolic illnesses or syndrome are as a result of processed foods and especially sugar. Sugar is in everything, and because it's all about money. If you follow the money, you'll understand why. Every single thing that you buy that's supposed to be processed will have sugar in it because they know that we're all addicted. It's supply and demand. They get us addicted to sugar, then we ask for more. And the thing is, the more sugar you eat, the more your body will ask for it. So when you're craving sugar, it's not because you've got no willpower or it's not because you're a glutton. It doesn't mean that. It means you're eating sugar. The more sugar you eat, the more you need. It's about your body will ask you for some more. It's all to do with insulin. When you eat sugar, it spikes your insulin. Your insulin level goes right up, and your blood sugar goes right up, and your body has to regulate that because your body is designed to keep your blood sugar constant. So only a small amount of sugar your body needs it. So as soon as sugar gets into your blood, your body has to quickly get rid of it. It has to deal with it because that's how dangerous sugar is. So we are constantly being advised. We're told for years that we can get 10% of our calories from sugar. That's bollocks. That's nonsense. And that idea is why we got so much disease, especially in the UK. Look at the UK. When you get to a certain age, the NHS will do a routine bowel cancer test. Colorectal cancer is very rife now. We got I've got young children as young as I call them children because they are to me 15, 16 with digestive issues. And why? Because they're eating all these foods and sugar. Because it's been normalized. There's so much information out there on how bad sugar is that I'm not going to name all of them. But sugar ages you, sugar makes you tired, sugar causes so many digestive problems. If you get up in the morning, and one of the worst advice they gave us is as soon as we got up in the morning, we ate sugar, cornflakes, all of that. First thing in the morning, when your energy level is supposed to be high, the last thing you want to do is to put so much insulin and sugar in your system. When you do that, it doesn't make any sense. I say, if you want to decent, the best first meal to eat, I suggest to my clients to eat something like avocados and eggs. That was the best thing to do, but to eat for breakfast. But unfortunately, because we've all bought into the mainstream idea of food that it doesn't matter what you buy. When you go to a restaurant, I go to get a curry. I love a good curry. My wife is part Indian. So I love curries. You buy the curry and you taste it, and you know they got so much sugar in it. Somebody tested chicken dansak, and they found the third ingredient was sugar. Why? Because they just tried to manipulate your palate. They found a way of combining sugar, fat, and salt in a very clever way to make us be addicted to it. Like Doritos. Doritos, a lot of people think that when you eat something like Doritos, because it doesn't say sugar on it. But your body treats it the same way as it treats sugar. Listen, if you remember one thing about sugar, always that all carbohydrates, remember about carbohydrates, all carbohydrates are sugar molecules put together differently. So it doesn't matter. When you eat white rice, as soon as you eat the rice and it enters your mouth, your enzymes in your mouth break that down straight away into glucose. So literally, there's no difference, much difference between um, um, white rice and a piece of cake. But unfortunately, we've all bought into that. My goal is trying and advise as many people as possible in the fitness industry who've been given the wrong ideas. I've got no people who are trying to lose weight, trying to lose body fat, and they've been told, oh, it's about calories and calories. So it doesn't matter how much sugar you can have, a certain amount of sugar. And I'm saying no. The reason why you're carrying that body fat, when you're carrying body fat, it's not a calorie problem. It's a hormonal problem. If you remember that, it's hormones. You're carrying body fat because your insulin, there's too much insulin in your system, chances are that. And the hormone that stores the fat, the body fat, it's the, what's the word, is insulin. Remember, when you eat, every time you eat, your body has to decide what to do with the energy from the food. It can either store it as ATP for you to use straight away, or it can store it as body fat for you to use when times are hard. Our bodies are designed to take care of us when food is scarce. It's not designed to take care of us when food is in abundance. This is a new thing to our bodies. That's why we're struggling with it, and that's why there's so much disease, because we're eating sugar. Sugar's in everything, every single thing. Just whenever you buy food, just read the ingredients. Always read the ingredients. They can hide sugar in so many different ways. They call it molasses. They call it syrup. All of it. Just if you're not sure what is in what you're eating, Google it. Find out what it is first, because chances are that it's sugar. Because they just want to appeal to your palate so that you can buy some more of that stuff. Now, there's always that question about sweetness and sweetness. And okay, so the first sweetener I think was saccharin, and saccharin was before one of the wars, in the wars when sugar wasn't available. It's a substitute. But here's the thing: all sweeteners were accidental discoveries. In fact, one of them, I don't know which one of them was discovered when trying to make pesticides. So remember, all artificial sweeteners are accidental discoveries. Now, I believe that everything that man made should be kept outside the body as much as it can. Artificial sweeteners are basically poison and toxins that are not good for you. Your body doesn't know what it is, so it has to deal with it. And sometimes they create their own bacteria, and in the process, you're destroying your gut health. You're ruining affecting your gut health by eating artificial sweeteners. All the aspartame and the sucralose and the saccharin, and they're all bad for you. The only one that you may say you can get away with a little bit is stevia. Even then, it's that erythritol, which is like something that you can actually use because the plant, it's like alcohol, isn't it? But then the problem is it doesn't taste very nice, and it's always an aftertaste. We are all used to all the sugars. Now, most of the artificial sweeteners, some of them are twice or three or four times the sweetness of sugar. Some of the artificial sweeteners, as soon as you eat them, they trigger an insulin response, because it's like you telling your body that there's glucose coming in, but glucose doesn't come. So it's not, they're not that healthy for you at all. Personally, I stay away from all of those things, because these are things that are man-made. And remember, until human beings are able to create another human being, everything man-made should be kept outside the body, or worse, shouldn't be eaten every day. Now, every time you mention sugar, someone will always say, "Oh no, fruit sugar is okay for you." But here's the thing: my belief is that, and I believe it's a fact, fruit contains fructose and glucose. Okay, all your cells can use um, glucose, but fructose is only broken down by your liver. Now, there are two ways of becoming insulin resistant. So if you've got problems with obesity, type 2 diabetes, and all of that, and you said you've been told fruits are okay for you, here's the thing, right? The two ways you can get become insulin resistant or type 2 diabetic, through eating, obviously eating sugar a lot, through the glucose way, or through the liver way, where you clog up your liver. Even honey is the same thing. It's another sweetener. People say honey. Honey is part glucose, part fructose. And remember, fructose is dealt with by your liver, all of it. Your liver is the only one that can break down fructose because we are hunter-gatherers as human beings. We're supposed to hunt spring, summer, autumn, and then late autumn. That's when the fruit's ripe. The sweetness is supposed to help us store fat for hibernation or rainy day. It doesn't matter what terrain. In Africa, there's a season where hunting is prohibited, either the rainy season. Remember, where they're saying, I'm saving it for a rainy season. You're saving the rainy season. The rainy season is when hunting is not possible. It's very difficult and it's like crazy. You can't go out and hunt. Now we import fruit from everywhere around the world. And then people going around making fruit smoothies, putting a 6 or 7 pieces of fruit in one drink. I've got a lady who she's got liver cirrhosis. She's only 28 years old, liver cirrhosis. Now, the only thing that she was doing, she said, my diet's clean. I don't understand. I don't drink alcohol. My diet's clean. And I said to her, so tell me exactly what you eat. The doctors couldn't figure out what was wrong with her. The doctors couldn't figure out what was wrong with her. I said to her, tell me what you eat. She gets up in the morning. She thought it was healthy. So she'd blend about 4 or 5 pieces of fruit and drink it in a smoothie. And I said to her, stop doing that. She stopped doing that, started feeling better. I'm not saying don't eat fruit again. I'm saying that if you're carrying body fat, you are on the insulin resistant spectrum, whether you like it or not. You may not have any symptoms, but here's the thing: your body is always working hard to keep your blood sugar constant, homeostasis. You have to keep it there. So they will keep testing your blood. They keep testing your blood, whatever your blood sugar will be stable. All of a sudden, you're type 2 diabetic. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. But what they should really do is instead of testing your blood sugar, they can test your blood to see what your insulin level is. That's all to do with insulin. You can have a normal blood sugar, but still have high insulin and not even know about it because they don't test it. Probably costs more money to test it. So fruit, it's not something that I would recommend to any of my clients. But I don't eat fruit. I'm not saying don't eat fruit ever again, but I'm saying that it's not as healthy as you think. Thank you for watching my channel. Just drop us a like, a follow, because it helps our channel grow. If you're interested in fat loss and how to do it without the calorie counting way and feel healthy and feel better, not feel hungry, tired, and any of that, check out my ebook. I wrote it myself. I'm just trying to educate people on how to lose fat healthily and safely.